You are providing too much value. Let me explain. So this is my story from when I recently joined a free community because I was curious and it was a topic that I was reasonably interested in. So I joined this community and I look at the classroom and it is packed with value. There's just so much content. There's weeks of content in there, but I didn't watch any of the content. I just ignored the community one day after joining. Now, why did I do that? And why do so many people do that despite caring about the topic and despite the fact that there's so much value inside of a community? Well, there's two reasons. The first one is that there's no goal, and that's what we'll be looking at right now. So when I joined, I followed the onboarding, and in my opinion, it was reasonably good. But then there was no specific, this is what you're getting into, or this is the goal, or why you should watch this. That wasn't there for me. And it wasn't there for others too. That was the problem. They saw the course, and it wasn't really clear what the course was, where the course was going to get them. And now the second reason is overwhelm. And yes, the structure for this particular community was good, but I was being asked to make a big commitment without the goal, and that is a very big problem because how can you spend so much time without knowing what you're actually going to get? There was also too much for me to do, and that was the main problem. That was the main driver of why I didn't engage with the community and why so many others did exactly the same as me. One of the reasons for this was that there were too many classroom pages. So, okay, what is the solution? Well, I have three solutions for you. The first is that you have to introduce a what happens to you. So after finishing module 1, you will know how to do X. And after finishing module 2, you will have done Y, and this gets you closer to your goal. And then let's look at the second solution for this specific problem, and that is more doesn't mean better. Too many pages causes overwhelm. Yes, you might be adding structure with extra pages, but it's better to have less pages and less overwhelm because otherwise people will churn very quickly. You can have everything inside, but you have to use this structure. You have your onboarding page. That is a quick win for the members who join. Make sure that you have that in there so that people join and they don't instantly churn. They have to get a quick win, otherwise they're more likely to churn very early on. Then you have one page for every topic focused course, and that looks like this, right? You have your basketball course, and inside you have everything related to basketball. And then you have another course about avoiding getting hurt, and you have everything related to that. So that's one page per course. And then you have one page for all the extra content. So your PDFs, any AI models you have, and VODs for the live. Now this depends on how many you have. If you have like 10, 20, 30 VODs, you can add a separate page. But if it's only a couple, add it in the extras. And then finally, the last solution is follow-ups. You have to follow up on members this way. So you have to run them through their onboarding. And once they're done onboarding, I'll add a link in the description for a onboarding video. Once they're done with that, you have to be able to follow up on what they make. So you have to ask them about it in your live calls. You have to encourage posting so that you know where your members are and where you might lose them on your onboarding. And that way, when they're posting and when they see changes, they're more likely to stay inside for longer. And then finally, you can have them create notes on everything they learned and then have them post. Now, especially do this if you have a whole lot of content, and you can even help them along by creating PDFs which they can use to fill in everything that they have learned. And those are your solutions to overwhelm. Let me know, does your community have overwhelm? If this video was helpful, then like and subscribe. And if you're a content creator and you want me to help you in creating and scaling an info product, or you just want to know why I make these videos, then click the first link in the description.